Greetings, viewers. Tyler here with...
Hey everybody, it's Mike. How y'all doing? Oh god, it's so slow.
Without the speed up, yeah.
Yeah.
We're underwater here.
Hey look, you can find clam pearl here. I just thought I would show that off. I don't have any other reason why I'm here.
No.
We did some grinding off screen to prepare for our next gym battle.
Yeah.
And I figured before we go into that gym battle, we would get some evolutions out of the way.
Woohoo.
We don't need to watch and listen to the super slow evolution.
Well, we can speed it up.
Hey, our Roxanne evolved into Walrein.
Alrighty.
Of course, that's not the only Pokemon we have that can still evolve.
Alex is finally getting some love again.
Keep trying to press the B button to run, and that's actually just how you get out of water.
Yep.
Obviously, these green patches are supposed to represent underwater grass.
Yep. Another clam pearl.
Yay.
Pokemon I haven't really used. I only caught it for... Had to catch a few of them for its evolutions.
Mm-hmm.
Because clam pearl can evolve
Metal
into...
Sound. Is that the one that I think it is? Oh yeah, I'm thinking Metal Burst. Metal Sound is terrible. We should use our layer on to lower our opponent's special defense. Seems like a great strategy.
Instead of just knocking them out.
Yeah. With our physical moves. There we go. Alex has evolved into an Aggron. Now that's out of the way, we can go challenge the gym.
Nice.
It takes so long. I love the surfing animation in this game, specifically here because of how calm the water looks and everything.
And you get the little ripples in it.
Yeah, it's so pretty.
Yeah.
I can't wait. I'm too impatient. Zoom, zoom.
So, yeah, might as well make it fast while we can.
Well, you know what's good? You can just zoom right through this gym. So anyways, the gimmick to this gym's puzzle is the classic walk on every tile puzzle. And you see if you screw up, there's a little ice slide there. It sends you back down, and sends you down to where the trainers are. First one's super easy. Second one is also not too difficult. As I said, you have to step on every tile once in order to get the staircase. And I completely forgot to go through this beforehand and make sure I remember how to do this puzzle. Be very, very careful. Because it's really easy to accidentally press the wrong button. Or, like I did, and screw up and lock yourself out of being able to complete the puzzle. Because obviously you have to end on this tile here.
Yeah. This took me quite a few times. I do remember in the old school days and on my Ruby file and on the remake.
Obviously, if you screw up one puzzle, you have to do them all over again. The second puzzle, you can obviously go either way, but I'm pretty sure the third puzzle only has one solution.
Yes.
I wonder how to do this. And I screwed up. Not necessarily. Okay, no, there might be more than one solution. Oh no, we're good. You just gotta be very, very careful. Yeah, we got this. Because if you know much about these kind of puzzles, you can see that I had multiple times where I had multiple ways I could go. And most of them should have led to the same overall solution. And we made it to 1.
The gym leader I've actually never fought.
Yeah, me neither.
Let's see what...
I don't get why they're trying to make some weird thing about... So apparently Juan taught Wallace how to be a trainer, and then for some reason Wallace couldn't be leader anymore, and now Juan is human. Fascinating stuff.
Ah, love disc. So unimportant you are.
Sweet kiss.
God dang it. Caused confusion.
Our Aggron can't get confused. What are you talking about? And Water Pulse. Good old signature move of this gym. It is not very good, and it's a very disappointing TM to get to the end of this fight.
What's Water Pulse do?
60 base power, about a 30% chance to cause confusion, if I remember correctly. Which is interesting, but it's so much weaker than Surf, it's not worth using.
Yeah.
Unless you have a Pokemon with the Technician ability, which I don't think exists yet.
What's the Technician ability for those?
Powers up your moves with 60 or less base power by 50%. So your 60 base power and Water Pulse would become 90.
Nice.
Real question about this gym battle is who am I not going to use?
Yeah.
Pretty much already decided. Might as well use one of the Pokemon that's, Actually, no, I should have used Michelle in this fight, but...
Yeah.
Whatever. Also, probably should have used Ancient Power. I'm making the same mistake Tyler did earlier. Might have to double team this Celio, but... Oof, critical.
Ooh!
And the Confusion.
Fusion.
Alright. You can do it, Dave. I believe in you. Why would I believe in you, Dave? You always let me down.
Get bad dice rolls.
That's all good. Realistically, I'm pretty sure Lou can clean all this gym by himself with no problem. But we'll try to use everyone once.
Yeah.
Oh, wait, I'm done. Celio has the Thick Fat ability, which makes it less vulnerable to fire type moves. So this is not going to work as well as I wanted it to.
That's one of its ability. It may have a different one.
Sure, I thought it could only have one. It also clearly has Thick Fat based off the amount of damage that it did. Juan, for some reason, decides to switch in his Whiscash here. A very odd, untactical switch, but whatever, works for me. We're gonna go for... Oh, never mind.
Pokemon I've never really used, Whiscash.
Yeah, it's not. Water Ground, which is... And it's just so much outclassed by Swampert, there's, like, no real reason to ever use it.
Yeah.
So far, this battle's not going too well, but we haven't used our better Pokemon yet for this match, so...
Yeah.
Yeah, we've used all three of our weak-to-water types, so I don't think I can complain too much. Let's switch in. Who do we want to use? Guess we'll send Roxanne out.
Yeah.
I think we have a bit of an advantage in this fight.
Just a slight advantage.
Aww. He's gonna use a full restore, isn't he?
Yeah.
Wait, this was wrong. I'm thinking Aurora Beam has a chance to freeze, but it doesn't. Might get an attack drop, which probably isn't going to be relevant, because his Body Slam's not doing that much either. Let's see how much Surf does. Shouldn't be a ton, but it might be more than the Body Slam. I don't think so, though. Compare and contrast.
Come on, Paralysis.
At this point, we don't want the Paralysis. Well, it wouldn't matter here, because if he has a full restore, he has a full restore. Oh, of course you get Paralysis. Didn't have another full restore, so that's good.
Yeah.
Of course we did. Getting some bad RNG in this fight.
Yeah.
Huzzah. We did it.
I've been getting a lot of bad RNG in like Showdown recently, and it's driving me nuts.
That's what happens. Up against Crawdon now. Pokemon that I like quite a bit, but
Water.
is eh.
It's Water Dark, isn't it?
Yeah. I'm really confused as to why they decided to introduce two different Water Dark type Pokemon in this generation.
Yeah.
And they're both like physically slanted too, which is also weird. Considering both Dark and Water are special types at this point.
Yeah.
Oh, he does have another healing item. I'm surprised he didn't use it.
Well, we made him use it now.
I think Crawdon's a little bulkier. I think it's more physically bulky, so we're gonna try Surfing in here. Except for Paralyzed. Roxanne, just tank all the hits. Or be paralyzed, that works too.
Well, at least he was paralyzed as well.
finally get to see how much damage Surf's gonna do.
And
And significantly stronger than the Body Slam. As, down goes Crawdon. And for Juan's last, but certainly not least, oh, it's a Kingdra.
Yeah.
I was expecting something else, but that would probably be Wallace's Pokemon.
Yeah.
Blue doesn't match up against this quite as well as we would like, but...
just be careful. I do know what the item is.
Oh.
It goes handy with the technique of Resto. Chesto
Sure.
Resto.
Neat. You could have just
Yeah.
said it.
Yeah.
Anyways, obviously Kingdra is part Dragon type, which is why Leaf Blade's not doing as much damage.
Yeah.
But Leaf Blade has an increased crit hit rate, so good enough. Good job, Blue.
Yay. And
Blah,
we've
blah,
gotten
blah,
our
blah.
8th badge.
He wanted to give us clothes for some reason, because that's what
That's what
sensible
you get.
people do.
You beat me in a Pokemon battle. Take my shirt.
Well, it's a pretty nice jacket. Like, the gimmick, I guess, is he wants us to look stylish in his outfit. Water Pulse. One of those TMs, like, if you got it, like, 2nd gym, it'd be great. But no, you get it 8th gym, where it's severely outclassed by Surf.
I think they give it to you 2nd gym in Fire Red and Leaf Green.
Yeah, quite possibly. Could be 2nd gym. It could be that, or it could be... No, it's gotta be Water Pulse, because I don't think Bubble Beam's a TM anymore. Which is great. It's like, it's a great move to have at that point in the game.
Making you actually want to use it. Like right now, there's no way in hell we're teaching that to Roxanne.
It could go on something else that can't learn Surf. Like, it's like a slim chance.
Yeah.
Because I think it's got a little bit more learnable. But for now, I'm not too concerned. I want to complete one particular task before I worry about trying to teach people moves. So first things first. Actually, don't even have to do it this way if I don't want to, but I'm committed to the line. We picked up the Waterfall HM after we dealt with the whole Groudon Kyogre situation. But we need to teach it to Roxanne so that we can get to good old Victory Road. But before we do that, just in case, I want to make sure, rather than getting rid of an actual good move, we'll get rid of the now completely useless Dive. Well, not completely useless, but we don't need Dive for the rest of the game, so we'll just...
For the main plot, at least.
Yeah. If we do end up needing it again, I'll probably just teach it to someone else.
I'm sure we can get HM slaves.
Forget Dive, replace it with Waterfall. Watch that little Wingull be able to learn Waterfall. I find that kind of funny.
No.
But of course not.
I was gonna say, I think we looked that up
I'm sure we did.
weeks ago.
I think we're just gonna surf from here. I don't know, it's probably still faster to go from Setopolis. Might be faster to go from Moss Deep. Anyways, our next target is this good old Evergrande City. No, it looks like it's about the same. I don't think it really matters which one we go to. Well, it does, because we can't actually get out of Setopolis City on the water.
Yeah.
Because we don't have Dive anymore.
So what's in Evergrande City?
Pokemon League?
Yeah.
Thought I was pretty obvious about that based off talking about Victory Road.
Yeah.
I'm assuming people who are watching this understand Pokemon Convention by this point.
Yeah. If not, watch our other two playthroughs of Yellow and Crystal.
Hey look, our party's full.
Oh well.
Onward.
To the Evergrande City.
we can show off what is probably my least favorite use. Well, not necessarily. Gen 3, well, the Hoenn games are definitely my least favorite games when it comes to implementation of HMs. At least with this one, it's not too bad. I believe I do not want to go through there. All sorts of trainers to fight and battle on your way around here.
Yeah.
I feel like I've battled most of them, but I don't feel like searching for them all.
Yeah, and I don't blame you. Yeah, Gen 3's pretty bad about it. I can't remember Gen 4.
Gen 4 is kind of stupid too.
Gen 5 wasn't too bad from
Gen 5 scaled back on HMs quite a bit. Also, the repeatable use of TMs makes it a lot less of a pain to teach someone an HM move and then just delete it later and replace it with a TM.
Yeah.
Anyways, this is pretty much the only spot where you need Waterfall. On one hand, it's super annoying that you need it at all, but on the other hand, as soon as you go up and go to this Pokemon Center, you never need to use Waterfall to get up here again, so you can get rid of it immediately.
Nice. Is Waterfall not used for any of the...
There is one side area...
that requires it?
Yes, and we will probably end up doing that later.
Yeah.
But that's a ways away. I don't even think the thing that we'd want to do in that side area is there until we've beaten the Elite Four at least once. Anyways, here we are at the entrance to Victory Road.
See y'all next time where we go to conquer Victory Road.
Woohoo!
Bye.
Bye-bye.